What's up, everyone? Andrew Lohr with Dirt Rider, and we're here at Cahuilla Creek MX on a beautiful Saturday morning testing this bike, a 2019 KTM 350 EXC-F that Jay Clark built. He put a lot of work in this thing between big bore kit, mapping, and a lot of other aftermarket parts with companies he works with. So he knows a lot more about it than I do, so I'm going to bring him in here and have him talk about it and explain exactly what he did.
Okay, thanks, Andrew. As you said, this is kind of an ultimate bike here. I went crazy with this thing and wanted to build kind of the ultimate EXC and just kind of show everything you could do. So we got the Cylinder Works big bore kit, and then that wasn't enough, which that does work really well, that alone, right? But we had Jamie at Twisted go through and port it and map it for us with a Vortex ECU. So it made the engine just really snappy. It's like a motocross bike. You know, this thing's got tons of power. So I think you're going to be impressed with it once you get on this thing. So we did the power that way, and then after that, went ahead and did the suspension. Got that all done, and Race Tech does a really good job on the suspension for us. We want to make sure that was all set up for us, and we don't mind this PDS bike on a off-road or trail bike. The PDS is pretty good, as you know. So we got that stuff done, and then we did a lot of kind of off-road specific mods, wraparound handguards with Enduro Engineering. Double take mirror makes this really cool mirrors that just real easily move up, and you can put them exactly where you want, and they're really strong and heavy duty, and then you can tuck them away, put them away, so it's a really cool setup. And then SAR off-road makes just a ton of cool stuff with, you know, the key switch, starter button, all these controls are just amazing. And they got Baja Design lights with Moto Minded, matches that up. That whole setup is amazing. So all the SAR off-road stuff runs all the way back here. So you get the tucked in blinkers. We got our license plate here. Tie foot pegs from SCAR, Super Sprox chain and sprockets run the twin ring sprocket. And on the rear, we went with the 51. I can't remember what stock is, but we went to the 51 with the TM Designs guard there. Of course, the full FMF system. And then one of the other cool things with our graphic look here, we got the Moto seat cover, but Decal Works made us some custom graphics. And you notice this guard right here, it's a graphic guard from Decal Works. They got this made, and so a lot of the, especially motocross guys and off-road guys, this gets really hot, so your boot will just rub right through your brand new, $100 plus graphics right here. So this little guard bolts on here, and you don't wear through that. So it's a pretty cool setup. So got the Hinson clutch plates and cover on here, and again, we went over the top on this thing. So some guys go like, hey, you spent like as much as a good used bike on all these mods. Well, yeah, this is kind of like dream bike. I don't expect anyone to like go and duplicate this, right? So it's kind of like you could do some of this. There's a little couple pieces here you could do to your bike. I'm guessing doing all this probably isn't realistic for a lot of guys, because it's like I said, it's a little bit over the top, but pretty cool build. So are you excited to go ride it?
Yeah, I'm super stoked. We actually spent some time on a 350 EXC-F last year, the same model in last year in Moab. And rode a lot there, and I was really impressed with it. But as you mentioned, it's a little bit choked up in stock form just for emissions and all that. So this bike that runs like a motocross bike, I'm stoked.
I think you're going to dig it. And also on the clutch, we added a weight. Blaze Racing makes a clutch weight there, and so that gives a little bit more inertia, a little less likely to stall out. And with Jamie's mapping, it's a little bit better on that as well. So I think it shouldn't flame out on you. So we'll see what you think when you get in the trails. And I think this bike's kind of the ultimate. Instead of being a dual sport, I call it a tri-sport. So you got the asphalt, the trails, and then the track. And that's something I think that this bike is like for a lot of guys. Going to be plenty of bike like for a vet track. So I'm excited to see what you think of all three aspects of our tri-sport here.
fun bike you got here, Jay.
I figured you'd dig it.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. We got to start on the off-road trails, and man, I mean, this thing was really impressive everywhere we rode, but that definitely seemed where it was most at home.
Yeah,
it
obviously
like
set it up. Want to set it up for the trails. Obviously.
Totally. Yeah, it was really easy to ride. The power was, I mean, you could just tell it's uncorked, you know, and the one we rode in Moab, like I said, was good, but this thing's got a lot more snap to it, and that, for me, being a little bit more experienced rider, I liked a lot and appreciated. But it's still quiet too. It wasn't super loud like a moto or even a cross-country bike. Yeah, and the mapping is just super crisp. Yeah, engine all around is better. Yeah, it was good on the road too. I really got to open it up out there, and it gets up to speed quick. I mean, yeah, it was impressive there too. Yeah, on the track, which we just got done doing, the suspension was really good. There's a lot of kind of chowder bumps out there and square edges. It's probably about noon time here at Cahuilla, so a lot of the riders have chewed up a little bit. But yeah, it ate those up really well. It seemed like if I overjumped something, I might want to maybe go a little stiffer, just specifically for moto. But yeah, just as long as I stayed smooth and wasn't riding out of my element out there, it was good. So yeah, and then handling wise, obviously KTM just handles excellently. I mean, easy to turn. It's light, so it's easy. It makes it even easier to maneuver. So yeah, no, it's super fun. I'm honestly kind of bummed the day's over. I kind of want to hold on to the bike, but no, you did an excellent job here, and I totally appreciate you letting us test it.
No problem. I'll take you out again as soon as it rains, and we can get a little more time on this thing. But just a fun, awesome bike. So this is a bike I'm probably gonna have for a long time. It's something I'm gonna enjoy.
So thanks again to Jay Clark for building this awesome 350, or should I say 366 EXC-F bike for us to ride today at Cahuilla Creek. We had an awesome time. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.